For once, we're actually working on the truck.
What up? Thanks for joining us. Why am I doing this?
I don't know.
Anyways, so cool. Welcome to MTV Pit My Ride.
Yeah.
The legit edition. Stay tuned. I don't know. What do you want me to say? Is that what you're gonna do? Or are you gonna cut it from there? Just keep it.
Anyways, what's good, guys? We are working on Ish's truck. Two things on the agenda. Number one, the light bar that you saw briefly. Number two, I guess a heater control module.
Fan speed control module.
There you go.
Because modern cars have that.
I guess. I don't know. Look at that. Man,
I got this one because the feet on it are adjustable.
Oh.
So I was able, this bash bar already has like a
couple mounting spots.
eye holes in it, like eyelets on it. So I didn't want to get a bar that had fixed position because I didn't want to like have to re-drill it. So I just looked for one that had like the adjustable feet, and I just lined it up with, it has 3 mounting points, 1, 2, 3, and it's on there pretty good. So.
The Nick test. Yep, that's not going nowhere.
So I gotta say, eventually I'm gonna pick up some blue Loctite and just put it on these.
Kind of lock them in place.
Yeah.
I must say, this is really nice quality. This is Auxbeam, right?
Yeah, it is.
Shout out to our boy Lifted Yata. You the man for turning us on to this brand. Anyhow.
So I can't wait to get it wired up and see how bright it is.
So this is the leads for it back here. Yeah?
Yeah, so I just ran it through the grill, and then there's this little hole here. So I put
Kinda
it,
hard to see.
I put it through, this is like a bumper support. It was just perfect, so I just ran it through there, and I'll probably,
zip tie.
I'll probably put some kind of rubber grommet around this.
Oh, that's probably a good idea.
So it doesn't like eat away at the thing, even though this is really hefty.
Yeah.
Like the coating's really hefty. And then zip tie it. So, and then I'll secure, what I want to do is probably either run the line like down here and up or around, just because the radiators are here.
Both the radiator and I guess that's a transmission cooler, right?
Yeah, transmission cooler.
So
that way it's not gonna experience too much heat, and there's like enough room here. So I'll probably run it along the wall here, beneath the mud guard here, through this hole. If you see these switches, or these exposed, not exposed, but these loose end.
yeah.
These are just pass-through wires to some wires in the dash, which connect to the aux switches in the truck. So I'll just pick one of these, like so let's say I pick purple, then I'll go under the dash and I will find the purple wire, the other end of this purple wire, solder it to the appropriate aux switch that I want, and then from there, should be good.
The switches in question are these bad boys here. So one of these will be for the front, and if we get more lights, because that's definitely gonna happen.
I just think it's really dark in our area in Virginia. It's a lot of forest and back roads and stuff like that. So it's always just nice to just have some extra light on your vehicle, just so you can really see far ahead of you, so you don't hit Bambi.
Yeah, we like to eat Bambi, but we don't like to hit Bambi.
All right.
So we found our way in through a small access piece. Looks
So
like the sidewall.
I could actually take this glove box out. Can you see?
I'm gonna try. I see your hand.
Okay, you see what I'm holding?
Kind of. Ah, there they are.
These are the leads. So what I need to do now is look in the manual and see what color
Leads
goes to what, and then we're good.
So currently taking off the battery so we don't electrocute ourselves.
Again.
Yeah, this guy unfortunately paid the penalty. But we found something interesting. We found this guy. We weren't really sure why that was there until we realized back here he had HIDs wired in. So like there's the end of the HIDs. I actually think I know what kit these came from, because that clip connection looks very familiar. And that's going to be our newfound ground spot right there for our particular light bar. So making progress. We're learning things today. I've got my soldering iron, getting it warmed up. It looks like it's almost ready. This is just one that I use for working on guitars and whatnot. We're about to solder together our leads because we have a very close by ground and we look like we have a small patch location for our power supplies. So getting it all put together is not going to be very hard. It's just getting the leads long enough to reach them. So we ran into a hiccup. We ran out of cable. It's a pretty long lead that we need. So we're probably gonna have to go to the store real quick, get a new lead. But we did get the ground in. That's all set to go. Now what we're wiring in is gonna be the actual power lead, if you will, going to the switch so that the switch can then activate when power needs to go to our light bar. So we pulled out the old fan controller. This is the old one, right?
Yeah.
And this thing even has heat sinks on it. This is how hot this little bot gets. That's the new one?
Here's the new one.
Old versus new. I think you can kind of tell this one's covered in junk and that one's fresh.
Look, even the gasket itself, like
oh, wow.
the foam.
The gasket is smushed on this guy. Focus camera, there we go. And on this one, nice and fresh.
So, this was 60 bucks on Amazon.
Is this a common problem for Raptors?
Well, I saw enough stuff on the forums for it to be an issue.
I have my positive and negative connection. I don't know if you can see that. There's the positive right there. I have it kind of set, if you will. I have to still solder it together. We've routed it kind of in a funny fashion. Basically, the wire goes underneath this part of the frame, comes up and around behind this mud wall. That's our negative, right? The earth connection, if you will. And then our positive is routed through this little hole here in this front bash bar, if you will. And then we will wire it to a switch back there. Really straightforward. This is actually one of the easier things I've ever had to install, mostly because of the fact that that switch relay is set up in there.
So I got the new adapter in. Sorry if it's a little dark. Right here in the kind of the hot spot of my light there, that silver bolt right here. There's another one on the other side. It goes into this box here, and that's what controls the fan speed. It's like a little sensor controller. So all I did was unbolt those two bolts, unclip this pigtail here, pulled it out, put the new one in. I clipped the pigtail back on first, and then I just bolted these in. It's an 8 millimeter, and yeah, you should be golden. So once we get the battery hooked up and all the stuff done for the light bar, then we'll turn everything on and test it.
I have finished taping up, glubing up. I say glube because it's like this glue goop stuff. So yeah, this stuff, I use this in a lot of different applications. Definitely should invest in some. Really handy. Just gotta be patient because it has to dry. The red and purple are linked up, which means that our signal wire is good to go. You want to test it out again? You want to test it out, make sure our connection is solid?
Sure, you have to put the battery in.
Yeah, I'll let you do that because last time it scared the crap out of me. I'm up on top of this ladder and the horn goes off. So I'll move out the way. Whenever you're ready, go ahead. Alright, you see this right here? Hit it! Woo! That is brighter than the sun. Holy crap.
Yeah, that's bright. Yeah. I'll take it for a test drive. Hey!
The heat works now. Well, the fan control works now. Look at that,
it's
man.
like a new truck.
We did stuff today.
If I wash it and put a slap a new sticker on it,
yeah,
it's like I just drove it off the lot.
Okay, so we're over here. This is just the end of one of the roads near our little establishment, and we're gonna shine the light there. This is regular running lights.
Right.
All right, now first, before you put on those, do your high beams. Okay, there's high beams. Yeah, not too much better. There's a little bit more longevity. All right, kill the high beams. Light bar. Oh God. Bro, if we did this at your house, there would be no one standing. The light would have killed them all. Are you gonna try driving with it on?
No.
Oh, man, you can't even see the high beams anymore. Dang, Auxbeam, you did good. Hey, Hop, are you home?
Really get all the maximum
Oh
throw.
my god. If his room is in the front, he's gonna be pissed. Hey Hopper, you home? Bye.
Truck. Yep.
Yep. We're out of here. we can't punk Hopper and not punk his landlord. Let's do this. That window right there. That's what we're aiming for. All right.
Ready?
3, 2, 1, fire! Dude, he's gonna come out of that door and be like, "The frick are y'all doing?" And on that note, guys, we're gonna end the video here. It's kind of hard to see me with the light. Okay, on that note, we're gonna end the video. You shout out to Lifted Yata. We'll see you guys on another episode.
Stay lit.
Stay. Someday you'll work and not be a broken mess.